hit the ground?
Did they hit the ground? Yeah, they did. These clowns, these Mickey Mouse clowns we got working for us here, ran our house into the ground. And then they go and blame it on me.
Don't try this at home.
This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Morning and welcome back to Rusty Judgment. We are moving a house today and it's so exciting for me because I've been planning this and dreaming about it and getting it all like ready for a really long time. I'm headed out to go and see the house movers at where the house is being stored at. They should be rigging it up right now, and then we are going to make the trip from the holding yard over to our lots. It'll probably take maybe an hour or two to get the house over there. It's not super far away, but I think that there's enough obstructions in the road that it's going to take a little while to maneuver this thing down the road. They do have to get permits to move through every county that they drive through. So I believe they're driving through 3 separate counties. Oh, these guys are early risers. All right, it's hooked up behind a semi. They're just wrapping the last bit of everything up here. They got to put a couple more pallets of cribbing. So these big blocks, they call them cribbings. I think they're railroad ties. They stack them in squares underneath the house to make it stable while it's sitting on the I-beams. They need a couple more on the semi-trailer there, and then they're gonna bring the house over. I just want to take a second and thank Otting House Movers. They are the moving company that we have been using for moving all of our homes. They're out of Lakeville, Minnesota. They're just an old family friend of Dawn's family, and so they've been doing a great job moving stuff for us, and so we have chosen to continue using them. They're almost set up right now, ready to go. There's a few things that could go wrong here, so we gotta pull out onto the road. We're gonna make a little trip, and then midway through the trip there is a roundabout. I'm not sure how you take a 30-foot wide house through a roundabout on a semi, but I'm sure they'll be able to do a great job. I'm sure they've done it a million times, but I'm curious how it's gonna go. And then after that, it's mostly just 2-lane roads. I don't believe, if my memory is correct, I drove the route. I don't believe that there are any bridges to worry about, and I don't believe there are any power lines that are gonna be a concern. They will have a spotter truck running ahead and behind, blocking the road off so that they can get through without anyone running into our house. All right, here she comes down the road, taking up, ooh, that thing is taking up the whole road.
Where do you want them? Those sticks
are just kind of rough and
So these stakes are the extensions front and back. These stakes are gonna be like, that's the back wall, that's the front wall. But as far as this way, I believe that was the corner, that little...
Can we just put, so this flag is the back wall straight.
Yes, yep.
And
And then north to south, what's that?
So we string and drop a couple of marks. You see it put it up.
how far back? So right there. In this
So
vicinity?
my understanding was he left 3 feet from here to the house.
Okay.
He dug up the stakes when he dug this,
What if we're
obviously.
a little bit one way, an inch.
I don't think that matters. But that's how I roll.
In other words, are we getting within a foot close enough?
Yes.
I like that idea.
You like how deep my basement is? Yeah. I know you are. It's either gonna look really good when I'm done or it's gonna look really dumb. We're not sure yet. Oh, it's touching the ground? Oh yeah, it's touching the ground. Ah, see, you didn't go fast enough. If you went faster, it would have just, you wouldn't even felt that.
That's the excavator.
Ooh.
I did one time, Tom.
Yeah?
It's on the crazy side.
Yeah. It's pretty close. See, it's if you would have gone a little faster, you would have made it.
Sort of.
You can't see the flags with the thing down. We got, once we get it up higher. That's
I
pretty
don't
good.
know, Tom. I think that sounds like an excuse.
I thought you were doing this long enough. You knew you just slide right down this thing like a sledding hill. Oh, hey, I didn't see you over here.
Did they hit the ground?
Did they hit the ground? Yeah, they did. These clowns, these Mickey Mouse clowns we got working for us here, ran our house into the ground. And then they go and blame it on me.
So did it jack it up a little bit?
I'm guessing so. They got another semi coming with the skid loader and all the
Oh yeah.
cribbing and stuff, so I think that they need to pick up on the back end.
Okay.
But we know that I don't really know what I'm talking about, so
So we'll see.
we'll see what they do.
Cool. This is
Also,
exciting.
there was a skid loader here yesterday, so I'm hoping that the excavator came and got his skid and that someone else didn't take it.
Hopefully.
Yep. All right, so right now the house is sitting on the ground. The bottom of it, when we're all said and done, is going to be at the roof line.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Not. Oh wow. Oh. Nope. Apparently they can hydraulically jack it from here. Wow, dude, he is really going up there. I think you're good. Wow.
Makes sense with you?
That's a neat trick.
All right.
No, sorry, I was joking. It'll be 3 feet lower than what I said, but still pretty stinking high.
Pretty high, yeah.
You know, I've said it before, Dawn and I have talked we've been married for 14 years. We have talked for like 16 years about remodeling houses and all kind of fixing them and doing all this stuff. Then like we get married and we bought a house that was in a pretty good disarray. We gutted it from front to back. You could see through the entire house, and we started remodeling it. We redid every bit of that home. I'm not super proud of the work because it was like my first real time doing like everything, and I didn't know what I was doing for a lot of it. I know a lot more about what I'm doing now. But anyway, all that to being said is that like stuff like this, we've dreamed about doing forever. I guess we never really envisioned doing what we're doing. But having investment properties, creating some kind of a passive income per se, or some kind of a investment, has always been kind of like a goal of ours. And we always, I would say that we most of the time wanted it to be real estate related, because we're very interested in real estate and properties and fixing up stuff and just like, you know, all the sweat equity you get from building something. But this is a much bigger project than I ever thought we'd do. But it's here now, it's what we're doing, and it's moving forward. Cool. Yeah, so these stacks right here are what they call cribbing. So they're gonna build 2 there, 2 up here, and then bring the house way up and out of the ground. All right, I just measured from the ground up where the bottom of the house will go. The bottom of the house is gonna be right there when we're done. So this is gonna get moved all up to about right there. Man, that's gonna be high, but no, it'll be good. I keep trying to reassure myself it'll be good. Then it'll sit there till the concrete guys can come put footings in, and then we can start getting the walls formed up. Yeah, man, that thing is up there. Oh, Tom. Let's just hope this all looks good when we're done. Yeah, it looks like they're done. Wow, that is so high. Oh man, my fears are getting real. It's so high. Man, I do think it's gonna be, when it's all said and done, it's gonna look good, but it's so high. I know right now it's probably 2 feet higher than where the finished grade is going to be, because they jacked it up so there's room for the concrete guys to work. Whew, yeah, that's she up there. Yeah, so it's like 1:30 right now. These guys are done. They're just packing up. Yeah. Alright, so this gives me a little more assurance. So right now the house is at 12.6. From the ground right now to the bottom of the foundation of the house is 12.6, so 12.5 feet. It's only going to need to be 10 feet up, so maybe 10.5. So it should be 2+ feet high. So it's going to come down a lot. Now the real work begins. This was a big feat right here, but now we got some serious work on our hands. I mean, look at this thing. So I believe what I understand is, talked to the concrete guy this morning. In 4 or 5 days they're going to come out and put footings in. Then we're going to do the rock that goes inside the basement floor. Then after that they're going to come in and they're going to put all the forms up. So we're doing 9-foot sidewalls, and it will be a poured basement foundation, so the walls will be poured. So they'll come in after that with the forms, and they'll start building the basement walls after that. So what do you think? I think you need to be on board with this idea. Okay. I'm listening. What are you thinking? Like, so you're saying you think like what I've got so far is good? I really think you should move forward with what you've got here. I think just go bigger. You know what I mean? Like bigger, go bigger. I think what you've been doing on this house stuff is actually going really well. I think you could do it. Really? Yes! Don, he said he likes it!